today by more gay lovers.
Really bad news for Chud. It looks like more gay lovers have came forward to expose him. But before we get to that, let's get to some updates that we missed since our last video. Chud got appointed a public defender, but to our luck, the public defender just so happened to be a superpower attorney with his own superpower law firm who just do public defender work as some type of civic duty and volunteering. So Chud got assigned literally the best attorney in the state of Tennessee to be his public defender. Black people, we can't catch a break, homie. We can't catch a break.
That's kind of crazy.
This racist finally got arrested and he gets the best attorney.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel like that's a coincidence. Some Caucasian in the higher elites must have put that in place or something, bro.
Money has to offer. Only thing is our tax money that's paying for his attorney. So the man got the best attorney possible off of our dime. You can't make this up, man. But it looks like the public has been putting a lot of pressure on this attorney, right? Calling him out for taking his case. And they responded back and they released a public statement responding back to the backlash of people calling their firm racist for defending Chud. They write, general release to the public and press. Attorneys have very strict guidelines on what we're allowed to say to the press when cases are pending, so I can't share much about the case, but I would like to take this opportunity to address some of the hateful phone calls. Y'all been tearing their office up, man. Y'all been calling the receptionist, letting the receptionist know she's a racist B, they a racist B, y'all the rock with racist B. Oh, y'all been tearing them folks up, right? Yeah. Hateful phone calls and emails my office has been receiving since I've been appointed to be Mr. Etherly's attorney. My entire firm is being called racist. I am disappointed given my history and dedication to my clients, which includes people of all skin colors. Our individual rights as secured by our constitutions
I mean, look, I don't understand the laws, so I'm not gonna necessarily jump off the window and be like, he's racist, the firm is racist, but you know, at the end of the day, I think lawyers, they have a job to do, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's one of them things where morally you see a situation, I guess you're supposed to turn that down, right? Morally, because we see it's wrong. You see, why would you defend somebody like this? But at the same time, it's your job and that's how you pay your bills. I mean, I don't know, bro. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, because it's like, especially if you are a public defender, isn't it just one of those situations where you just get assigned? You don't necessarily have a choice, or do they also have a choice to turn it down as a public defender? Because if it's a public defender, then, and let's just say hypothetically everyone turned it down, does he just go in that bitch by himself and they were like, oh, no public defender wanted to represent you? Is that how that goes? I think that to a certain degree, the public defender lawyers don't have I would imagine they don't really have a choice. That's kind of the whole point of the public defenders. But y'all let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I don't understand something.
Have endured relentless attacks from our government throughout the years. It is the defense bar who holds that line. It seems that now that some of the people who we have so fervently defended now turn against one of its defenders because we are not afraid to stand up and represent someone who is unpopular. To be called racist is an awful thing for me. I was raised to do the right thing, even if it isn't popular. Now, okay, technically, can we say this, that everybody deserve, I guess, some representation in court? They are, I guess, innocent until proven guilty. But in this situation, bruh, we are dealing with one of the most deplorable human beings the world has ever seen. This is like the attorney for Adolf Hitler coming out and saying, hey, why y'all giving me backlash? I'm only defending somebody who murdered 6 million Jewish people, right? I mean, I'm only murdering the most vile human.
I mean, again, it's like, I guess another one we could probably compare it to is whatever attorneys are covering David. You guys know the David and Celeste situation. Guy's clearly guilty, clearly, disgusting, disturbing human being, but it's like somebody gonna represent him. And again, I'm on y'all side. I'm looking at that attorney crazy. Like, How do you morally do that when you know, like, you looking at the evidence, like, this nigga is a monster? So I get it. The only grace that I can give, and I don't even know if I can really confidently say it, is like, it's your job. I don't know. Like, that's the only thing. It's like, if I were to put myself in a lawyer's shoes, and it's literally my job, and it's one thing if you're just like a ticket lawyer, like you just handle speeding tickets, it's probably not that big of a deal. But if you're a criminal attorney, like, it is literally your job to get criminals out of jail. I mean, fuck, bro. I guess, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't have the heart to do it. If I was a criminal attorney, I just couldn't be one, because I don't think I would have the heart to look at something and defend somebody who I know did these evil and terrible things. So I guess that's where the conversation ends. They just kind of don't really have a conscience for real. It's money over everything, and that's fucked.
Being to ever live. Now, have Chud reached Adolf Hitler status? I don't know. Right? Right. So, I'll let y'all make that call, but he's close. He goes, my grandfather taught school and coached basketball during the height of racial integration in our country. He allowed his best athletes to play regardless of skin color. Oh my God. Yo, granddaddy coach high school, but granddaddy coach like black athletes. What does this have to do? What's the price of tea in China? And because of his choices, was referred to as the N-word coach. I am proud of him for having the courage to do the right thing, even to the detriment of his social status. I am just as proud of his actions in that regard as I am his military service in the Korean War. My father is an attorney, largely driven to do so through my grandfather, his father. He also instilled in me a sense of justice that is unshakable. He has consistently stood for those who couldn't stand up for themselves. He spent a significant portion of his career litigating against insurance companies. I carry on that proud tradition, but rather than fighting the corporate mobsters who hold so much power and influence over our lives and laws, I have elected to fight and defend our liberties from government overreach. I have zealously represented clients from all walks of life, religions, and effort. Now, he is basing this, right? So his defense is something that I've heard from like other people in online, primarily racist, and that's, the government is overcharging Chud. This ain't right, bro. I'm here to tell y'all this, okay? I don't feel bad not one bit for Chud.
Yeah, and then again, the government might be overcharging Chud. That's the reality of the situation. Like, they might be overcharging the nigga, but we don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those situations. You made your bed though. You walking around, you harassing people. You clear time and time again. You get off of the situation. Time and time again. You kind of getting warnings from the universe like, hey, bro, you keep messing with people, you keep bugging black people and, harassing them and the chimping out and all that extra bullshit. This is going to end badly for you. And then, boom, now you in this situation and now you're crying and complaining that you got overcharged. Listen, bro, you might have got overcharged. Like, we don't care, though. Like, nobody's going to feel bad for you. So
Chud somehow beats this case, which I strongly doubt. I wouldn't give a damn. I would just be happy that he got to spend a couple months in jail.
Yeah. That's
what I'll be happy about, okay? That he gets to pain and suffer like he tried to instill suffering on black people. So they go, I have zealously represented clients from all walks of life, colors, religion, affiliations. I will continue to do so. Representing a Baptist doesn't make me a Baptist. Representing a Crip doesn't make me a Crip. And representing a racist doesn't make you a racist. So you just confirming he's a racist then. Anyone who assumes any one of my staff or I are racist because I am tasked to represent someone whose opinions and actions are controversial is simply ridiculous. I came to represent Mr. Etherly after the public defender of our district filed a motion to withdraw. In this motion, it was alleged that the private bar, of which I am a member, lacked the fortitude to represent Mr. Etherly due to his unpopularity. I decided to prove him wrong. The role of a criminal defense attorney is to represent people regardless of their race. Wait, hold on. I didn't know this. So the public defender office filed a motion to withdraw? Now, in this motion, it was alleged that the private bar, of which I am a member, lacked the fortitude to represent Mr. Etherly due to his unpopularity.
Well, see, that kind of answers the question that I was saying in the beginning. Like, I don't know how that public defender should go, but if all the public defenders like, nah, bro, we not representing him, then he's just out for the wolves, essentially. He just got to go stand in front of the judge by himself. Wow.
Gotcha. So the public defender office withdrew, and this clout chaser took the case on for clout. So I was wrong. He's not a public defender. He took the case damn near pro bono for clout. It goes, there are good men and women defending people accused of heinous crimes against children every day, and there is no assumption that the defense attorney endorsed those crimes. The entire case is disturbing. Racism is a terrible thing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, okay? Now he goes, a new decision from the United States Supreme Court may usher in a new era of gerrymandering. It's shameful that we've regressed as much as a nation that our leaders are allowing state. Oh, I got you. So now he's proving here that he's, I guess, is a leftist. Hey, bro, listen, man. Now, am I gonna bring hate to a lawyer? No. Do I find it weird that he volunteered to do this? I do. Now, it's one thing if you are like a public defender and this was assigned to you and you have no other choice, cool. But you are literally signing up to do this for free, pro bono, and you're doing it.
All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, with that information, yeah, this guy's tripping. Again, I was still under the assumption that it was put on his table and it was like, hey, man, this is what you're supposed to do. You don't really have a choice in the matter. Come on. But you just showed up like just to save the day. No money involved. Shit, I'd even respect you a little bit more if it was like, hey, bro, he throwing up that big bag and I'm a lawyer. This is what I do. You just doing this for free? Yeah, man, watch out. We know what side you on, gang.
This because I guess the public defender were trying to get out of representing Chud. A couple other court documents have came out since, which we'll review a little later in this video. But because of these documents, Myron has officially took to his stream to declare that Chud is innocent and Chud did not do what they are accusing him of doing.
I know I'm pausing a lot, y'all, but how does this nigga Myron? It's like, what does this nigga Myron stand for, bro? How does Myron, mind you, he's not Caucasian. Not that that should matter, but he's not Caucasian. How did you end up on the side of Chud being innocent, bro? This guy is absolutely a moron. Myron the moron.
You just keep it real. I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this, but I'll just say it anyway. After talking with some of you guys that saw the footage, what I've looked at myself, if the eyewitnesses are right, Chud is innocent, bro. That's going to piss a lot of people off. Let me be clear about this, bro. I don't agree with IRL streaming and antagonizing people. I don't agree with that. I even messaged him myself and said, hey, bro, look, you got to move different. You got to be more intelligent. Literally, like the day or two before he got arrested. And he's a nice guy. He responded, right? He said thank you and everything else like that. But I do think that he's innocent. I do. Just based off the facts and how quickly they arrested him without even having the pump fund video, I do think that more than likely this arrest was politically motivated.
We got to take the small wins where we can get it. Myron has said that what Chud is doing is wrong and that he doesn't support it whatsoever. So we'll take it. Hey, man, we will take it. But let's address this notion that Chud is innocent and the police had no reason to arrest him. This is politically motivated. They don't even have the video. Now, for some reason, like Chud supporters keep on bringing up this pub fun video. Now, they keep saying, yo, Chud was live streaming, Chud was live streaming, Chud was live streaming. There's been no evidence and no proof that Chud was actually live streaming, right? Nobody has footage and video. You think even before Chud pulled out a gun and shot it and the live went off, you think that nobody would have started recording when Chud started arguing with the black guy? You think nobody would have hit screen record when Chud started arguing with the black guy, even before things escalated? I think it's pretty improbable that the stream wouldn't be out there if he did indeed stream. Now, even if the police don't got the footage from the stream, they got eyewitnesses and they have the
bullet wounds in 2 bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't just appear out of nowhere. There was clearly Chud, we seen him get carried away on a stretcher with a hole in his arm. We didn't see the other one, but you know, it's documented and recorded that the other brother got shot. So that didn't just happen out of nowhere. Mind you, Chud said to himself, to the officers, that he is the one that pulled the trigger. So it's just kind of like, again, I'm not trying to go off on no he say, she say, but if we're being objectively honest, we've seen Chud walk around multiple times and say, hey, you're chimping out, antagonizing black people, you know, pretty much egging them on. We've seen him clutching that pistol, waiting for somebody to do something to him, just waiting. Like, this was his end goal. Then he even tweeted out, if y'all remember, saying that this is what he wants. The grand finale is going to be him ending one of our lives. That's what he said on Twitter. This is public information. And then it happens, an attempt, and you guys think that he didn't pull the trigger or that wasn't the intention? Like, come on, man. Let's be realistic for a second.
Camera footage, right? They have the courthouse. It happened out of the courthouse. The courthouse seen everything play out. Now, the words that was probably put to it probably would have came from an eyewitness, right? His friend that was with him. Joshua Fox had a friend with him. I think Chud had somebody else who was with him. So the eyewitnesses will be able to give an account of what was said, and the footage from the courthouse will be able to match it up. So if the police reviewed the courthouse footage and the eyewitnesses they talked to, and they said based on what they saw, that was enough to arrest Chud, it's hard to say, this is meritless. Like, I don't think so, right? I think antagonizing a conflict is one thing. 2, not using proportional force. If somebody punch you and you're probably bigger than this guy who punched you, you know, instead of punching him back, you shoot him. That's not proportional force. That right there cannot be self-defense in the state of Tennessee as well. So either way, Chud is cooked.
It's very important that you guys understand. I don't think the police had this video at the time they made the arrest. Rather, they said, you know what? Let's just arrest him, absolve ourselves of the responsibility, protect him too, because if he walked away from this, it would have been national news and they might try to come and kill him because they doxed his address many times. But I've heard from multiple people that watched the live stream, who, by the way, are probably going to be the most credible witnesses because they actually saw what happened. To me, it looks like a self-defense case. And this has come from people that watch the stream. Yeah, bro. Guys, again, I don't agree with what he does. But at the end of the day, that doesn't give someone license to punch you in the face and attack you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody has the right to self-defense.
Yeah, but he also, like, Myron, I'm literally going to talk to you right now as if you're not a fucking idiot and just pretend like you're making sense. Chud the Builder, from his own mouth, was like, bro said to me, hey man, watch out, I have PTSD. If you keep messing with me, I'm a trip. Which, it's like, bro, if somebody literally is warning you, stop fucking with me, I have PTSD. Mind you, come to find out, after the altercation actually happened and they look into it, it's a fact. Like, it's not like he was just saying that for shits and giggles. Like, he's literally saying like, hey bro, get away from me. Stop, antagonizing me and calling me names. I have PTSD. I clinically have a problem. If you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna flash. And then you just keep fucking with him. What do you think is gonna happen? That's not a situation where he just came up to you and punched you in the face. That's a situation where he literally said, bro, get away. Please get away. Y'all have PTSD. I'm a F you up if you keep messing with me. What did y'all think was going to happen?
Doesn't matter. Even if, like, he might have said some things that you're mad about or you don't like. From what I understand, he never called this guy a slur until he came up to him and he said, you're going to chip out. That's when he hit him. But apparently he didn't even drop the N-bomb during this interaction. But the dude had been talking about attacking Chud on Facebook prior to this incident. So in other words, he had already made threats against Chud.
I ain't gonna lie, the Facebook messages. Now, this is the best receipt and evidence that Chud's attorneys have. This right here is looking bad for Joshua Fox. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. So Joshua writes, I ain't gonna lie. I've been hoping to run into the Chud MF, but he don't be on this side of town. But outside of him, I'ma call them a bit and go about my day. So he's saying, man, if it's any other racist dude, I'ma just call him a bit and go about my day. Then somebody responded back and says, Chud just trolling us for a reaction. Don't let him bother you either. I don't think he's really racist, like anyway, just clickbait. Yo, I hate when they say this, but what do you mean he's not racist? So then Joshua responded back and says, I'm trying to get some traction on my end, so when I start...
I can't defend this, bro. I can't defend this. I know I just said everything I just said, and it does, all of that still holds merit, but unfortunately, there's Joshua, brother here. He just seemed like he's an idiot too, man. Let's just call a spade a spade. I don't know what are you doing?
On Twitch, I got a little fan base. Again, this is going to look bad for Joshua.
It's like, I don't feel bad for Chud at all, but we got to call a spade. Like, this brother here might actually just be an idiot.
He says, I'm trying to get traction, social media traction on my end when I start my Twitch. So he says that when he sees Chud, right, he's going to fight Chud so he could get some followers on his Twitch. He says, oh, he don't bother me. I just want to fight. Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. Now, this is bad because what this shows is, now legally what this shows is, can the state prove that Chud antagonized Joshua Fox first? Well, they'll have a harder time proving that because, well, if Joshua Fox already have intentions and already planned on fighting Chud, when he run into Chud, then there's almost nothing Chud could have done to antagonize the situation from Chud's defense, because they will say he already planned on fighting him. What do you mean, like, Chud antagonized? He already planned on fight. He said when he see Chud, he will fight Chud. So Joshua Fox, man, you should have deleted this, man. What do you...
Again, bro, I don't feel bad for Chud. We've seen how Chud's been moving, but at the end of the day, I can't defend this. I said everything I said. Y'all heard what I said under the pretense that I thought that brother, not even I think, that's still a fact. Two things could be true at the same time. He has PTSD, that was proven and all that stuff, but bro, it was premeditated. He said, oh, when I see this man, I'm not, any merit of holding back that he probably would have had for somebody else. He let that shit go. He was like, no, it's up when I see Chud. And he acted on that. So, yeah, bro. Two dummies in a pod, bro, with this particular situation, unfortunately.
Sir, what are you doing? Nigga, we trying to get this man in jail for life. What are you doing here, man? How can you keep this up? You had ample time to take this down, and you keep this up? Oh, my God, man. Enough with the good news, man. Let's get to the bad news for Chud. Now, another gay dude has came forward to say that Chud used to engage...
I damn near forgot that this was the title of the video. Shit, this is a whole different situation. All right, lock in.
In some flexible boy activities with him and other gay dudes in their small town.
Also, I don't know if it's already public knowledge, but like that Chud the Builder guy, the blatantly racist white guy that's in Tennessee and like just is blatantly racist, we're from the same town. And multiple times he sent me and my other gay boyfriends nudes on Grindr. So...
Oh!
Oh my God, great question. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but the world actually operates on a timeline. And part of the timeline is the past. And in the past, I didn't have a boyfriend like I do in the current, present tense, so. Okay, but low-key, I'm happy that my video outing Chud the Builder, aka Dalton Etherly or whatever, is getting traction, because we went to the same high school together, and trigger warning, I was popular on Vine, that was my thing. And one day I was staying after school for math tutoring because I needed help in math. And I was standing outside of the school, on my phone, just being on my phone. And he took a picture of me, then posted it to social media being this is what the internet popular kids do in real life. This is what they're actually like. Bitch, I'm sitting there waiting for my mom to pick me up from after school tutoring. And you're taking a picture of me Right. So at the end of the day, I won. You're going to jail, if not prison, and your bond was $1.2 million.
I believe him. I believe him 1,001%.
Definitely he say, she say, but do we have any reason to believe Chud the Builder at this point? You know, this woman says, this black woman came out saying that she was clapping your cheeks with strap-ons. Now you got another sweet individual saying that you was sending him your willy-nilly on the gay Tinder app. Where there's smoke, there's fire, they say, right?
This would explain all the hostileness, all the aggression, all the racism, right? Because for you to have that much flexible boy activity, energy pent up in you, right? To have a bottomless booty like Chud, and we know he got a bottomless booty because the chick that pegged him said she was using like 16-inch Rico Salve 2300, like 16-inch. And Chud still felt nothing. So if you got a bottomless booty like Chud, if you've been engaged in flexible boy activity so much that all the muscle contraction in the booty is gone.
All right, Flacco, I can't take it. I can't take it, bro. This nigga's being too descriptive, bro. Nigga talking like, bro, watch out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comment section, bro. What's going on, man? I'm gone. My name's Berto.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.